Well, saints of God, we just want to welcome you to our YouTube channel that is called Alkaline Oxygen Revolution Network. We want to say that this is the day that the Lord has made, and we're going to rejoice and be glad in it. We have two special guests with us on today, Sister Julie and Brother James. They're going to share with us their personal testimonies, their experiences, and the families that they've allowed to drink this water, some of the different experiences that they have received from the water also. Well, I just want to say welcome to the show, Sister Julie.
Thank you.
Brother James.
Welcome, thank you.
And today as we start the broadcast, we want to start off with Sister Julie. If you like anything to say to our audience.
Well, I just want to say how much I enjoy the alkaline water, and I see a difference, in my body.
Mm-hmm.
I've lost weight.
Okay.
My complexion is clearer.
Yes.
I feel better. I can sleep really, really good.
Okay.
It's just awesome. I love it.
So you've noticed weight loss, skin,
Yes.
complexion. You say your complexion. You like the way you look now.
I love it.
The weight loss, you like the way you feel now.
And I sleep better.
Sleep better. Now that's very important because a lot of times today people are dealing with sleep apnea, and so you notice you're sleeping better. What about your energy?
Oh, yeah, I have a lot of energy.
Okay.
I just keep going.
So
Yeah.
has the water enhanced?
It enhanced my energy.
What about, I
Yeah.
know people don't like to talk about this much, but elimination, bathroom usage?
Yeah, I go much often now.
So you really, you really are eliminating like you should. And what about any condition you had before the water?
Well, I didn't have any really before.
Good. So you're doing it proactive.
Right.
So you're not waiting until you get sick.
Healthy.
That's
I want to stay
and
healthy.
that's what we really want to promote. Don't wait till you get sick and see if the water works.
Correct.
The water works. Why don't you just stay healthy and just let the water do the because I believe this. All of us have something going on. But if we do the proactive part, it won't develop. And that's what I did when I was 50 years old. I decided, okay, well, I don't want to wait till the doctor says, oh, you got this. Well, I want to do it now. So when he sees, he said, well, I'm wondering why you don't have this.
I want to stay on top of
That's
it.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. So I appreciate that. Brother James, good to have you on the show.
Thank you, Pastor. Glad to be here.
Well, it's a pleasure for you to be on the show. You're one of our starch experts on the water.
Oh, we're in trouble now.
I mean by that, you value the water. You really want to share it with individuals. You want to share it with people. Share some of your experiences with our viewing audience.
My name is James Johnson. I'm here from New Orleans, and I'm a member of the First Free Mission Baptist Church of Algiers.
All right.
And my father is the pastor, so I have to be on my good side.
All right.
But we've been drinking the water for the past, 3 years?
Almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years, and it's an everyday occurrence. Every day when I go to work, I always have a bottle of water in my hand.
All right.
I love the water. When I first started drinking it, you could feel the water going down your stomach. You feel like a refreshing feeling inside your stomach.
Okay.
We really purchased a machine for my family, for my wife.
I remember.
During the Katrina time, we evacuated to Memphis, Tennessee. My wife really physically went down. She was in the hospital for a while.
Okay.
And, we had some serious problems.
All right.
Then later she was diagnosed with Crohn's.
Okay.
So Crohn's is supposed to be a disease that the doctors say you're going to have for the rest of your life.
That's right.
And, that was not going to be the case.
Right.
So we purchased the machine, and, after, about 2 years of just steady drinking,
I remember that, yeah.
the doctor did another test on her, and she no longer is diagnosed with Crohn's.
Wow.
So she's still taking other medication, and we're trying to get her off of that.
Okay.
But the Crohn's is gone.
Lord have mercy.
With Crohn's, you have problems with your intestines. And, you have ulcers and all kind of other things in there.
Right.
And their solution is for you to take the medicine, and if it gets too bad, too painful, they start cutting your intestines.
Wow. And so that took 2 years, but the condition, that Crohn's condition. Now, What about for yourself? Energy, bathroom uses. You basically were like Sister Julie,
Correct.
healthy.
Trying to be
Right.
proactive.
Yeah, yeah. Good.
And I've always loved drinking water. I used to drink Kentwood water.
Uh-huh.
We had, the little
Container.
It was be in the kitchen and so on. We threw that out,
Right,
so
right.
we don't even use that
You just
anymore.
threw it out.
We just threw it out. It was working fine. I hate to say
Right.
we threw it out, but
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
we
I
no
threw it
longer
out too.
we no longer need it.
Well,
you found something better.
You found something better. And the Bible talks about people perish for lack of knowledge. And so we're doing something, but we don't know that what we're doing is not helping our environment. And so what we found out about this water, 5 years ago, I've been doing it, we found out that the water, because it's smaller water, microclustered, it's oxygenated, and we know that Dr. Otto Warburg in 1931 discovers the real cause of cancer, acidosis hypoxia. Too much acid, no oxygen in the body. How do you eliminate it? You respirate the cells. He talks about respiration of cells. When you deny a cell oxygen for 48 hours, that means we're putting soft drinks, energy drinks, thirst quenchers in our body. We're literally putting fire in our body, getting rid of the oxygen. And so what the water does, we drink the 9.5, is putting the fire out. And so that's what we're doing. We're just going around putting out fires. A lot of people, diabetes, pancreas, high blood pressure is what? Dehydration. If you look at the real definition for high blood pressure, there really is none, because high blood pressure doesn't exist. It's hypertension. Hypertension is when, due to the lack of hydration or water in the body, the cells surround themselves with cholesterol. The brain tries to force those cells in the tissues, and it pumps up the pressure in the body. It's called hypertension. So if a person understood what they were doing, the doctor should say, go drink some water.
Right.
Now, I'm not a doctor, so don't take all of what I'm saying, but I'm just letting you know from my research. Diabetes, pancreas condition. If you have a pancreas condition, the pancreas recovers with oxygen. Dr. Roshi discovers that if your body is alkaline, you can help prevent diabetes. If you have diabetes, you can reverse it. All we're saying is, give the water a chance. Any other instances you can point to people who had conditions that you know of?
Well, like I said, my family personally bought the machine, mainly for my wife and my mother, my father, my brothers and sisters, and so on. We've all been sharing the water and drinking it. Then we started sharing it with the members at our church.
I remember that.
So,
Those results came quick.
They came quickly, and the people, nobody has ever complained. There's never been any bad news that I know of about the water.
Okay.
So,
What are some of the things that people talked about? Blood pressure?
well, some people suffer with high blood pressure. They go to the doctor and their tests are bad. After drinking the water, they see a change in the test results after drinking the water.
What about diabetes? Any diabetics?
Same with diabetics. I know there are a lot of cases, and I really don't like to get in and find out, the different ailments that everybody has.
You just want to...
But, from them drinking the water, their tests have pretty much come back pretty good.
So the water's been changing some situations. Matter of fact, I remember one of the cases after maybe about a month, one lady had sickle cell, and the doctor told her she noticed her blood count had gone up tremendously. She was a registered nurse. I don't remember her name offhand, but so the water, I tell people, when you drink it, it works.
Correct.
Looking at it doesn't work. You gotta drink it.
I was going to say that.
You have to drink it, and on a consistent basis.
Yeah, so investigating the water is not going to help you.
No.
So during your investigation, drink some water
You have to
and see
drink
what
some
happens.
water.
Sister Julie, some of the people that you've administered the water to,
Right.
what are some of the results you've been
My
hearing
brother,
about?
he loves it. He
Oh,
suffers
Lord.
with diabetes.
Okay.
And I flood him with the water.
That's the one I met?
No, this is another brother.
Okay.
He has diabetes.
Okay.
And
Love
he's
it.
always calling me up, Julie, I need some more water.
Good,
And
good.
one of the guys that work on my car,
Okay.
he doesn't have any conditions. He's trying
Okay.
to be proactive also.
Good.
But he calls me,
Okay.
he tells me, Ms. Young, I need some more water.
Good.
So yeah, it's working.
Now,
It's working.
what about a machine, this type of equipment? I know we have it individually. Would you think that this machine could be useful in a church setting, a business setting?
I would
or-
think so.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of
how would
people
you
could
think?
benefit
So, okay.
from that. Yeah, they
So-
could.
Now, Brother James, I think y'all have a SC 501 in the church.
Correct. After sharing the water with our church on my own personal machine, we discussed it, and the church ended up buying a machine.
The church bought a machine.
And actually, a lot of people are on fixed incomes, and really, you need to take care of yourself. If you're not physically well,
right.
Then you can't do a lot of things.
Right.
So if you're on a fixed income and a lot of people need help, it's a great thing for the church to provide the service for the members. Now, it's a win-win situation. The pastors, they would actually have an incentive. Well, their members will want to come to church to get this water. So, that's a benefit for them. The members would benefit because they're actually getting the water, and, they're physically benefited from it. So, McDonald's, they'll give you ice cream just so you can come and buy something. The pastors, they could have the machine just so the members would come to church. But if your members are not feeling good,
right.
How are they going to sit down and listen to your sermon or listen to the choir
right.
or walk
if they're
out?
Feeling bad.
If they're feeling bad.
On their condition. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
And so you're saying they're going to buy water.
Correct.
If the church was able to supply the water, you're saving the members money. Right. You're also allowing the members to benefit from the water. They're going to feel better. They're going to look better. They're going to be healthier. So, is that a recommendation?
It's a recommendation. It's a recommendation.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win situation.
I think so.
And try the water, test it and see. Jesus went around healing people. So right. If you had the power, and he was living water.
That's right. That's right.
If the church has the power, to go ahead and spend something on their members that actually pay the tithes,
right.
The church is going to reap the benefits. Everybody's going to reap the benefits.
I believe when you, and personally like what you're saying, the fact that people are going to be happier. I believe this. When a person becomes alkaline, they're more excited. Based on our research, their faith increases, their attitude changes, they become less pessimistic and more optimistic, simply because you change the environment in their body. I look at it like this, Sister Julie. Your body is an aquarium. It's an aquarium in skin. If you realize that in your skin was all water, and you decide you're going to put a soft drink in your aquarium, now what's going to live in your aquarium after you put your...
It's going to mess up the whole equation.
That's so right.
And when you feel good, when you feel right. good, you look good, your whole attitude feels better.
It's more about just me, you, or whoever. If you think about it, it's how's your mother doing? How's your aunt doing?
Right.
How's your grandmother doing? Do you want to help them?
I think you have it there because
that's true.
If you find, like the Bible talks about, you find this pearl, and you say, okay, this is real. I want to share this. I'm going to spend what I need to spend to give everybody the opportunity to see what I found. I found this machine in Dallas, and man, I tell you, I got so excited. Me and Reverend Jasmine, we went to the churches, talking about 5 years ago. We said, man, we know they got sick people in the churches. We bring this to the churches and blah, 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 and everybody buy water. And we went to the churches, and we lost our faith. Man, I'm telling you the truth. Me and Reverend Jasmine had to go pray. He said, well, Pastor Martin, did we miss God? I said, I can't understand this. You sick, and you're telling me you got to check with your doctor before you drink water. And this is what we did. We prayed. God told me, he said, you need to give the water to whosoever will.
All right.
We thought automatically, go to church got to see this, we don't have to go to the world. God said, no, I didn't tell you just the church. Whosoever, and when that word came to us,
well, it's not for everybody. Some people will not accept it. I don't care what you do.
I believe you're right.
Because they don't believe it. It's just that simple.
Now look, you said something, you better watch it now. Because you said believe it.
Yeah.
Now the church is in the believing business.
And preaches about believing.
But yeah, you said something, you better watch it. So, and I think it's so spiritual until you gotta believe it's that simple. And it's that simple that if I drink water, it can change my life.
The water works.
Lord have mercy. What's your personal recommendation about this alkaline water?
Well, I'm never going back to the other waters. I don't even drink soft drink. I don't even drink Kool-Aid. Ever since I found out about it. Why would I want to poison my body?
You know the truth.
I don't. The truth will set you free.
And that's what Jesus said. And
I'm standing
so
on
if you're
that
going to be
that.
a slave, you're going to make yourself a slave.
Oh, yeah, you're enslaving yourself.
Brother James? Your recommendation?
My recommendation is, how much are you worth? You know, I mean, if you look at yourself, if you could put a dollar figure on yourself, how much are you worth?
Right.
You know, would you prefer staying healthy, staying in good shape? We are what we eat.
Right.
You put in junk,
That's right.
you're going to eventually become junk. You put in good things, you're going to be good things,
Right.
you know. God has designed our bodies where it could actually heal ourselves. If you don't give the body the minerals and in the proper environment that it needs to heal itself, then you become sick.
Right.
So do you want to walk with it? You know, I mean, we're not saying drinking the water is going to stop you from walking with a cane or,
Right.
you know, be a miracle to
It
you.
has done that.
Well, it could.
It could.
But see,
It's proven
you mentioned
it
that.
could.
I'm going to give this guy's name. I'm not going to say his whole name, but
Yeah.
Brother Jasper. I'm going to say his name because I saw this guy at a banquet about 2 months ago. I took a picture of him. I got the picture. He started drinking the water. He had a stroke. Vassar, Louisiana, bedridden. Went from bed to the wheelchair to walker to the cane.
Right.
Today, if he didn't tell you he had a stroke, you wouldn't know he had a stroke. Happiest person in the world, wife, 30-year diabetic. The doctor tells her, just take a pill every now and then. I said, well, he said, well, do you have diabetes? Well, he said I don't have diabetes. I said, well, why he told you? He said, we just said, well, just take a pill. We talking about people. This individual that I'm talking about, I don't want to give his name, but somebody had tested positive for HIV. The last 5 visits, they could not detect the disease. But the doctor said, well, I know you have it because you had it, but I can't
But
see
you
it.
don't have it
but,
now.
Well, he couldn't say you don't have it. He just said, I can't see it. It's like,
Undetectable.
and that's why I tell people, just because they don't see cancer, doesn't mean you don't have it. It just means it's somewhere in your body that's too small and it can't come together. It's just like when we're alkaline, our body's alkaline. It's not that the colds don't want to get us. Mm-hmm. They want us,
Yeah.
but because we have so much water in our bodies and that oxygen fighting them off, even if they came in our system, we'd flush them out. And so, yes, I've had people, matter of fact, a couple of weeks ago, police officer was supposed to be scheduled for dialysis. Wife came back and said, Pastor, the doctor said, this is his blood report. This is his new report. He don't even know who this new person is after 3 weeks of drinking water. Had another lady in Algiers, don't want to give her name, but just, she's on Shirley Drive. But this young lady called me. She was supposed to get her toes amputated. She had type 1 diabetes. She was taking a prescription, $6,000. She calls me from television, said, Pastor, God told me to call you. She called me, went over to her house with the 21-day challenge. It stormed like I don't know. I said, Lord, what I done talked myself into this day. I'm bringing this lady some free water, and the storm hit my head. And when I got in the lady's house, she had her toes wrapped up. I had the acid water, I had the drinking water. And she started drinking. I said, ma'am, let me tell you something. If you keep drinking like you drinking, you don't have to worry about it. She said, what you mean? I said, well, yeah. I said, ma'am, in 2 weeks, when you're talking about going back to the doctor, you won't even know yourself. That was March 15th, April 15th, she called me and said, Pastor Patan, I got my testimony. My toes don't have to be amputated. My type 1 diabetes, now that's not type 2. Type 1 diabetes, the doctor say I don't have it. The $6,000 prescription, doctor say I don't need to take it. Matter of fact, they took me off all medication. The wound center told me, you discharged. Home health care discharged me. She said, my toes are beautiful. All the marks on my body that was measles and chicken pox are gone. My skin is beautiful. Thank you, Pastor Patan.
Yeah.
So, once again, she drank the water though.
Right. You have to
She wasn't
drink
gonna get the
water.
miracle over TV.
But
Right.
you have to drink the
She
water.
drank the water and she believed if she drunk
Right.
it, conditions would change. And so, Brother James, just like you're saying, if you believe, you receive, you drink, you get the miracles,
That's right.
or you get the answer.
You have to do something.
I think
Faith
you-
without works is dead.
That's exactly
Yeah.
right.
You have
And
to
so,
work it.
so you think we're on to something with this water?
I believe we
My
are.
wife had Crohn's. I mean, I don't know what else to say, I mean, her physically, she went down, and she really went down.
And Crohn's is not a plaything.
It's not.
I had another pastor, his wife is a registered nurse. She had ulcerative colitis. She's a registered nurse. She already knew she was going to have it the rest of her life. So it wasn't something she was going to have. The doctor told her, ma'am, if I wouldn't have been the original doctor that saw you 2 years ago, I would not believe what I'm looking at. The doctor said, ma'am, you no longer have ulcerative colitis. Similar condition to the Crohn's where food not digesting, pain in the stomach, that type of thing. And she got the official report from the doctor, and it's just miracle. Like breast cancer. Another pastor's wife called me. She said God told her to start drinking water. Crazy part about that is this. She had already had the machine for 8 months, but she was mad at her husband for buying it.
And wouldn't drink the water. And wouldn't drink the water.
So when God told her, she was talking about, God, what I'm gonna do with the breast cancer? She said, God told her, drink the water.
Drink the water.
She drank the water August 2010. She lost 50 pounds. She went in for chemo January 2011. The doctor took a picture of her breast area. Showed her, said, ma'am, this is where the cancer was. This is your new body. There's no cancer. Do you want us to do chemotherapy on you? We will still do it. She said, well, there's nothing there. She said, that's what we said. There's nothing there. So this is 2012. And the only thing that happened, I can give this testimony, she had a reoccurrence in March of that same year, 2011. She started eating Krispy Kremes like crazy. She got excited. She had lost 50 pounds. She was down to her 23-year-old weight. She was 54. And so she thought she could, and then a sore developed on her breast area. She went to the bed, just knew the cancer had come back, so she lay in the bed. The husband comes and pastor. I said, what's up, man? My wife, she's in the bed. She got it again. I'm like, God, what? You know, people don't want to say cancer. I said, well, what's the problem? He said, well, it's sore developed. She waiting on the doctor. I said, bro, get the acid water. Put it on the towel, put it on the breast area, tell her to get off the Krispy Kremes, drink the water. Next week, she goes to the doctor. The doctor said, oh, well, no cancer, no problem. Everything, the sore was gone. Doctor told her no cancer in the body. Pastor Patani, it's not me. You got to do your part. You don't drink the water. So, case after case. Myself, personally, I used to have gum disease. Running the family. All right, runs the family. You got it. Mama had it. I said, okay, well, I got it. You know, and after drinking the water for about 2 months, I'm talking about 5 years ago, my gums have never bled again. I can't make my gums. I can make them, but I mean, I can't make my gums bleed. And the dentist said, oh, well, it looked like you. I said, well, I drank it. Oh, yeah, well, okay, well, whatever. You know, he only, no more $2,000 every 3 years for cleaning. When he cleans my teeth, he doesn't have to deaden anything. And he's in pure shock. And I told him about the water. I said, well, don't you think it'd be good for the patients? He said, Pastor Patani, people want flavored water. They don't want real water. He knows about this. And so don't look for your doctor to give you this. Don't look for your dentist to give you this. You got to find it. And so those who are watching us, they found it. They got us. We're the testimonies.
My question to you is, what are the side effects of drinking the water?
The side effects that I received was
that was a joke.
It got rid of acid reflux that I didn't know I had. Energy like I don't know what. Sleeping like a baby. Lord have mercy. You got to, and then when you wake up, you got to wait for the whole world to wake up because you just energized and trying to figure out what everybody else gonna have a clue what's going on. Your vitamins, you can take your vitamins every other day. Like this morning, I missed 3 days. I'm like, okay, I'm just taking it just because I'm not. Yeah, just to say I'm taking it. So it makes your vitamins work. It makes you understand people who are sick. And that's one thing it did for me. I understand now when you try to explain this to people who are sick, they don't want it because when your body is acid, you're pessimistic. So automatically, you're not trying to understand anything. You're just like, okay, well. So those are the side effects that I received from it, aside from living longer, like I don't know what now.
but I mean, the water pretty much has no side effects. No. You know, it cleans out your system. You know, I take it before I go to work. You know, I like to drink a lot of it, and it flush my system out, and I can go to work and I can eat and be free.
That's it.
You know, but with medication, when the commercials come on television and they tell you take this drug and that drug, and they make it sound so nice, or you could die, catch a heart attack.
But it has side effects.
Until those are don't announce all the you might get and you might get this, and then they wait a minute.
Well, why take it?
Well,
you're gonna get side effects
because they get paid, and then most people don't know. Yeah. Well, we got to go because look like our time is up right now, and so it was good to be here on this show. Oh, we just got so excited, Lord have mercy. And so we went into overtime, but it's all right. We'll do a 1 and 2. And good to have you,
Well, thank
Sister
you for
Julie.
inviting me, Pastor.
Good to
Thank
have
you,
Brother
Pastor
Jay.
Fontaine.
And we're looking forward to the next show where we can educate our people again. Thank you for tuning into Alkaline Oxygen Network. God bless you. God keep you. Until we meet again, tell your family, change your water and change your mind. God bless.
God bless.
God bless.
Still having reservations? Still skeptical about alkaline oxygen microclustered ionized water? Dr. Otto Warburg in 1931 discovered the real cause of cancer, acid in the tissues. The two causes are acidosis and hypoxia, too much acid and lack of oxygen. He also won 2 Nobel Prizes, proving that cancer cannot live in oxygen but thrive in an acidic environment. Dr. Hiromi Shinya designed and developed a tool used for colonoscopies, endorses and recommends drinking alkaline water. Dr. Horst Filzer, vascular surgeon and inventor of the stents for the heart, endorses and recommends drinking alkaline water. Dr. Dave Carpenter, chiropractor and researcher, along with many other doctors, endorse and recommend drinking alkaline water. Drink the right water and you will taste, see, and feel the difference. It's H2O, real water, with oxygen, water without chemicals, without pollutions. Put your doubts behind you and join the Alkaline Revolution. Call today for presentation, demonstration, and a free water sample. 504-701-4711. That's 504-701-4711.
Now you can drink the water that eagles drink, alkaline oxygenated microclustered water. Come to Whole Water headquarters at 2135 Washington Avenue and pick up your case of 16-ounce bottles of 9.5 alkaline oxygenated water. Now you can stop disease in its track in your body. See you soon at Whole Water headquarters, 2135 Washington Avenue, New Orleans, Louisiana. Phone number is 504-701-4711. That's 504-701-4711. Change your water and change your mind.